Hey everybody, John Ellis, creator of Engagement Broadcasting and founder of the volunteer media network, Bernie 2016 TV. A few months back when I created that network, the volunteer group, and asked everybody to help me run it, I didn't know that we were going to run into the problem of not being able to broadcast political speech. Our YouTube channel has been shut down 3 times, supposedly for content ID match. Basically, we're being told that we can't carry political speech, which is protected under the First Amendment, supposedly, because we as Americans, we're supposed to have unfiltered access to that speech so that we can decide who gets to run our country. But apparently, CNN, ABC, MSNBC, Fox, they get to claim ownership of those broadcasts so that we can't rewatch them. They get to do what they want with them, chop them up, cut them up, edit them, take them out of context, repost them, repurpose them. It basically takes the message and destroys it. Takes that message from any politician and distorts it. This doesn't just affect one side or the other, it affects them all. Because the corporate media networks are more interested in ratings and profit than anything else. Our political speech is no longer protected because it is in the hands of corporate media. Corporate media that has specific interest in who gets elected. That's corruption of our political process. That's bullshit. The 1996 Telecommunications Act gives these media networks the right to claim ownership of our political speech, and that is wrong. YouTube is absolutely essential today. It's 50% of Google search volume. Google search volume is pretty much global search. 92%. Close enough. When you consider how important that is, YouTube becomes absolutely essential for the 99%. We can't own satellites. We can't broadcast to a station. We don't have access like that. We do have access to the internet, and we have access to broadcast to places like YouTube. And it provides a great service, not just for us, but for politicians, for everybody. Not when they control the process. Not when YouTube and corporations can come in and say, you don't get to rebroadcast that political information unfiltered because we're claiming ownership of it, and so we're going to shut you down. Well, if we can't use their broadcast, let's make our own. So this crowdfund right here is a personal crowdfund because it can't be attached to the volunteer effort that is Bernie 2016 TV. So it's a crowdfund for me. And you're going to have to trust me with what I'm going to do with the money. And I'm a pretty open guy, and you can find me, and my phone number and address are everywhere. And I am working with a whole bunch of other volunteers. So the oversight will be provided. I'll put a spreadsheet out there publicly to see where this money goes. But it's really only going to a couple things. I need to get an LU500, which is the mobile unit that allows us to broadcast our own stream autonomously from anywhere really in the world. But we're going to put this at political events, Bernie Sanders rallies, debates, the White House. And yes, we're working on accreditation so that we can be in the White House. We have every right to be there. And this stream, this technology that we're purchasing allows us autonomy. It gives us a broadcast stream for wherever we put it that is unfiltered by corporate media, unbiased by corporate media. It will have no distortion of the truth. There will be no advertisements. It's yours. You will own it. This is a stream owned of the people, by the people, and run by volunteers. And we will use this to cover the 2016 political cycle so that we actually get to hear what our politicians are trying to say and make intelligent decisions based on that. And we're coupling this stream with my engagement broadcast technology so that we can have a discussion about it in real time instead of just a one-way broadcast, which really offers no value to us in the era of social media. So we will have a discussion about what these candidates are saying. But I need your help to purchase the equipment necessary. That's an LU500 for the main broadcast and a smart system that allows us to actually boost cell phone signals that we use with our technology so that we can put reporters in a lot of different places and really increase the quality of what we're providing to you all around. What I'm going to do long term is I'm going to create a nonprofit called the Global Engagement Network. This will be the overarching entity for volunteer networks like Bernie 2016 TV and the Channel for Humanity and politicalrevolution.tv and other things that I have in the works. This is for the longevity of a stream for the people by the people. I will hand over my patent technology, the engagement broadcast technology that I patented. I will hand that patent, I will hand these resources, the stream, over to the nonprofit, and that nonprofit will basically function a little bit like NPR in that it will provide the engagement broadcasting resources and the stream to any person, organization, politician that meets the basic guidelines. And those guidelines are: tell the truth, no hate speech, we will fact check. And if you violate, you're gone. Very simple. But I need to create a network that allows us to have discussion of the issues that are important to all of humanity without corporate influence, without advertisement, without the truth being distorted. This is the seed for that. Help me fund this, get the stream going, get the equipment we need, get the technology in place on the East Coast and on the West Coast. There's money in this for an LU500, an LU Smart System, and some money for an East Coast studio and a West Coast studio. The equipment's there. I need to get some hands and do some other things there. And then the rest of the money is really for a person to travel around with this unit to these events and cover food and lodging and other expenses. I will list all the expenses publicly. You'll know exactly where all the money goes. Nobody's using this to have fun dinners and do parties. These are all volunteers. Nobody's taking a salary. We've been working on this for months. But again, this crowd fund is for me personally because we don't have that nonprofit yet. We don't have an entity that can actually take money. So once those are in place, that'll be a whole nother way to donate and fund, and where we've got grant writers and all that. But this is the beginning of a network for the people, a network separate from corporate media interest, and with technology that they don't have and they can't have because I've secured it from them. The technology belongs to you. This is the beginning of a way for us to communicate with each other globally, make decisions in an intelligent manner, educate ourselves, and run this place together. Help me. Let's do this. Let's rebuild this country. Let's do it with engagement broadcasting and a stream of our own. Thank you.